Hello, my name is Joris Nevens and I work for the company Lumens, and I would like to present to you today our newest tracking camera, the TR1. Just for your reference, the camera is now standing 8 meters away from me, which is between the 5 and the 15 meters that we think that is ideal for this camera. This camera is not operated at the moment by a guy with a joystick, that you have to believe. Also, there is no software running on the background who is now controlling the camera. There's no software on the PC and no software on a server. And also, I am wearing, as you can see, no necklace. So, how does the camera do it out of his own? How can he follow me? I will show you the simple steps how to set it up and how to let it track autonomously. Thank you, follow me. To set up the camera for a first time, we have to open the Lumens CMS software. After that, we go to the device manager here. On the bottom, you will find a list of all the cameras who will be connected to your network, and then you can add them by simply inserting the password. After that, these cameras will appear here on the managed list. And when they are connected, or when the status is connected, you can start using them. As a first, you can set up some configurations, like which stream do you want to use? Do you want the top camera, the panoramic camera, or a preview? Also the bitrate of the camera, and some other more in detailed features. You can set up also the IP address of the camera, the RTMP stream where it needs to stream to, because this camera can stream directly to Facebook or to YouTube without any need of a software. And then in here you can see all of your presets or your memory settings. Let's go out of this. And then here there is the upgrade page, and you can set up the some more like timing and everything else. Once that is done, you go to the live view. On the live view, you get a device list of all of the cameras who are connected to the software. When you right-click on them, you can select a PTZ mainstream signal, panoramic stream, and again the preview stream. So I click on the PTZ stream. After that, I open the panoramic stream just to test. So when you click on it, you can see at the same time both streams. I stop the framing now. The next thing you have to do is set up the presenter frame and the stage frame. The presenter frame, you click on it, and then as you see, I've done already the intro, so I have set it up already the presenter frame. But you can control it here, left, right, voila. What is this frame? This is basically how much you want the camera to zoom in when you start the tracking. And also you want to position also your head or the head of the person you want to track in this yellow circle, so you respect the geometry of this cross here to get an optimal setup. After that, you go to the stage frame. And what is the stage frame? Stage frame is an in-between frame that can be used for if the camera loses you, or you start a recording but nobody is yet in the frame. You can use this stage frame to start. Under you have the PTZ controls. So when this camera is not in its tracking mode, you can use this camera as a PTZ camera, a normal PTZ camera. You see, up, down, left, right, I can zoom in. After this, we go to the more important part. This is the settings. As you can see here, in these settings, we can set up the tracking area as a first. So the tracking area in here is the green bar. That means that the first person who enters that room, he will start tracking, or that room, or that area within the green bar. If you set up everywhere tracking, then if the person leaves this green area, you will also be tracked, or that person will be tracked. If you turn it off, it will not. The camera will not follow you. After it, we can set up, as you can see, blocked areas. We have area 1 in red and area 2 in red. What are blocked areas? That are areas of no interest. For example, in here you have these two massive interactive flat panels. You can play a movie on there, and it is possible that it can interfere with the camera. So that's why we say to the camera, don't look what is happening there, don't look at it. Also, we have this area here and here where there are children. So if we want, we can block that so that we say, okay, whatever is moving there, you don't follow it. After that, we can set up a partition tracking. What is a partition tracking? So I click on A, there you go, and then I set up my partition tracking. What does that mean? I can call a preset without any physical touching of a button. Only when I am in that blue area, I will call a preset and I will set up that preset now. So when I'm in the blue area, that means I am standing in front of the interactive flat panel. So camera, please focus on the interactive flat panel. So we set it up. There you go. And then we have this multi-people setup. What does that mean? When it's turned off, like now, it is set up. The first person who enters the green area, that's your person of interest. Only follow that person. When you set up multiple people detection, that means that when more people are entering this green area, you do a certain action. Like you can take the panoramic shot, or you can take the stage frame that we set it up before, or a multi-people frame that we can now set up. For example, up there you go, and you can set up the multi-people frame under here. But for the purpose of this movie, I turn it off because there is nobody else in the room. As a last, we have these advanced settings. The first is the tracking when power on. What does that mean? Very easy, as the name says. When you turn on the camera, it starts tracking. When you turn it off, it doesn't do anything and you need to start it. How do we start the tracking? Basically, we have a remote control. You press function 1 key to start, function 2 key to stop. It's Visca, so we have a command for that. So you can send a command to the camera to start. And also, you can send preset 80 and preset to start tracking and preset 81 to stop tracking to the camera, and he will follow you. Then we have these 4 settings: sensitivity, pan speed, tilt speed, lost time. I believe they speak for themselves, but they depend on the distance from me to the camera, and also how I am as a person in a way. Do I walk fast or do I walk slow? If I walk slow, your pan speed will be higher, your sensitivity will be maybe a little bit higher. But remember, when your sensitivity is higher and you are moving a little bit like this, the camera can start go left and right. And if the further the camera is away from you, also the slower you need to set your pan speed, because you know, over distance and angle, because of the distance, becomes bigger. After this, you save and then you return. After that, there's only one thing to do. Start the camera. Okay, we move back now to the full screen of the camera, and I start walking in the room. As you can see, my face is not facing the camera, but he is still able to track me. I will walk now outside of the tracking area to show you the everywhere tracking. So when I move here, I believe the line of the tracking was over here. When I go out of it, the camera is still able to follow me. Okay, I go back, and I can demonstrate also that if I walk up to the camera, there is no problem, the camera will stay there. The only thing I believe we have to demonstrate now is the partition tracking. So for that, I will move back to the interactive flat panel over here. There you are. And as you can see, the camera is making its preset. I think this is everything to show about this tracking camera for this movie. Thank you very much for watching, and we would appreciate it if you would follow us on our social media platforms. Thank you very much. Stay safe and see you next time. Bye.